up, Ninja? OJ over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another video. Today we have some awesome information, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off with Game Freak's Junichi Masuda, and he's commented on the 2019 Pokemon games. Now, this is not the Pokemon games that are coming out this year in 2018 with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. These are the mainline big Pokemon games, and he had a few different things to say to Famitsu in a recent interview. So first up was just a comment from Masuda on the upcoming games. Quote, "As for the 2019 title, we're working with the idea that everyone will be playing on their own Nintendo Switch. I'll have the same kind of feeling as the previous games on handheld systems." Then they kind of shifted focus about being able to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee to the new 2019 game, and here's what he had to say. Quote, "There have been some times where you couldn't bring Pokemon over from previous titles. I imagine that created some bad memories. I want to try to change that if I can." Now, the full issue will be in Famitsu, where he goes over everything in the full interview. Those were just some snippets from it. But what I like the most in terms of what he had to say, it seems like they're going to make a concerned effort to make sure people can transfer over their Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee over to the 2019 title. Now, what we do know is that there will be some extra Pokemon that have never before appeared in a Pokemon game. I think there's at least one of those in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It would be a shame if that was stuck on there, if people move from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee over to the new 2019 title and don't go back, and that Pokemon is stuck on there, especially with the limited battle options and what you can do. So I do feel that it would be a good idea, of course, for them to be able to bring over those Pokemon. On top of that, it's going to be one of the ways that people get a Mew. This will be the first time that I've actually got my hands on a Mew, because I have my Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Special Edition, or with the Pokeball Plus, and you get a Mew in there. So I'm going to be really excited about that, and I'd want to be able to transfer that over to the new one. So I'm hoping that this means that they will be able to transfer over the Pokemon. There's going to be some really nice Pokemon that you can only get in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in terms of some of the abilities that they have, and like I said, that exclusive Pokemon in there too. Plus, it does seem like there's going to be some transferring over from Pokemon Let's Go as well, the mobile game. So you're going to want to be able to take all that hard work and time that you put into it and have that come over to the next game. Now, it does seem like these games here are really going to be focused on trying to replicate that same experience that you got when you originally played Pokemon back in the day. When you went to school, you had the transfer cables, you were trading that way. Now, it did get more modern as time went on. My favorite Pokemon game, because you don't have to do all that link cable stuff and all that, was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. That's when they really started taking the online abilities of the system and saying, okay, let's use some modern tech with this, to where you had online trading, to where you could play online against others. It was just a revolution when it comes to Pokemon, and that's why Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are my favorite Pokemon games in the franchise. So it seems like they're heading towards that goal when it comes to it, kind of like a mix, I guess, right? Like having that original feeling of having your own DS or having your own Game Boy Advance, but then also adding in some of the new stuff as well, because they did say that they're going to have all of the cool stuff that you're used to when it comes to online battles and the tactics and everything that you're used to with Pokemon from like Pokemon X and Y or something like that. So what do you guys think about what Masuda had to say here when it comes to Pokemon 2019? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next topic here, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe version 1.6 update is now available, and it adds in some cool content because we have the Champion's Tunic Link and the Master Cycle Zero added to the race. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild comes to represent in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So Nintendo has released version 1.6 update for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which adds in a brand new playable character, Champion's Tunic Link from the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The brand new vehicle as well, new tires, and a brand new glider. So here are the full list of changes. So you have the new character added, Link Champion's Tunic. You have a new vehicle added, the Master Cycle Zero, like we explained here. We have brand new tires added, Ancient Tires. We have a brand new glider as well, the Paraglider. Plus, that's not only it, guys. There are updates that include revisions to improve the gameplay experience, as well as content that's just not listed here. So there's even more to the update than meets the eye that Nintendo first said here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is, of course, available. And I have to announce this here, guys, but we're definitely going to be having a tournament for PE Arena when it comes to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So look forward to that in terms of a post. We've got to play some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the brand new content in here and the updates. We haven't played it in a while, and this is just what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe needed, because I think that people weren't playing it as much. I know I didn't see people playing it on my friends list as much anymore, and this is going to get people back into the game. So here's the one thing about this that I think that Nintendo is doing really well. In terms of their games that came out last year, Nintendo's been doing a phenomenal job in getting little pieces of DLC or updates to get people back into the game. I mean, we've seen that multiple times. They did that with ARMS, they've done it with Splatoon, they've been releasing content after content for that game. We've seen it even with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, how they did that all throughout the year, kind of just updating it and keep people still playing. And even at this point, I still see people playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, brand new content more than a year after launch, well more than a year after launch here, and we still got some stuff coming. So that's awesome to see. Champions Tunic Link in there. You have to represent the best-selling Legend of Zelda game of all time. You have to have that in there. Master Cycle Zero, Champions Tunic Link looks amazing. So we're going to be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for PE Arena, so that should be a lot of fun. So what do you guys think about this brand new update? Have you been playing with the Champions Tunic Link, and have you guys seen better gameplay due to the improvements there in terms of balance or what they've done? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here, Yooka-Laylee joins the brawl in Brawlout. Plus, we have a release date for the PlayStation 4 version of the game. So Brawlout will launch both physically and digitally for the PlayStation 4 on August 21st, and Yooka-Laylee from Yooka-Laylee will be added to all versions of the game as a guest character. Developer Angry Mob Games has announced. Now, pre-orders for the PlayStation 4 version are now available in North America. Digital pre-orders include a 10% discount, dynamic theme featuring Olaf Tyson and Paco, an exclusive mascot featuring the mighty Paco skins. The fighting game first launched for the PC via Steam in April 2017, followed by the Nintendo Switch via the eShop that December. A physical edition for the Switch launched back in June 2018. And also, Angry Mob did announce that there are more than 150 players on the Nintendo Switch version of the game. So 150,000 plus units in sales, not bad at all for this style of game in terms of budgeting and what they did. And Yooka-Laylee joining in, that is a big get for them. They already have a number of pretty cool indie characters in the game. They have the Guacamelee dude. They also have Hyper Light Drifter in there as well. And now Yooka-Laylee joins the fray. Those are some of the biggest indie games in the industry. So I'm really happy that they brought in Yooka-Laylee. And I honestly feel that putting him into this game and watching him in action here, that actually is going to get more people to pick up the game. They've made a lot of gameplay refinements from when I first originally reviewed the game, so I do think that I might hop back in with Yuka coming in here. Might have to test it out and see what they've done with the game. I know they've made improvements to the netcode and online, so if you have the game, try it out again. I know there's a lot of different content to play. I know there's so many different games that are launching, but if you did play the game and you had a little bit of a bad experience, try it out again. I've heard that they've smoothed things out quite a bit. Also, they've added an indicator to see the person's connection before you play them online in ranked battles. So if you don't feel like playing them, you can get out of that. And I think that's something that every single game needs to have. I think Mario Tennis Aces has that as well. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that is. I'm looking at you with this one. We need those indicators to be able to see if someone has a bad connection before you decide to play them on 4 Glory or Ranked or whatever they decide to do with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So they need to add in some of these things in terms of what's in Brawlout to Smash Bros. But that's beside the point. Yooka-Laylee coming in here. Now, for those who don't know, Brawlout is definitely a Smash Bros. Style of game. You can wave dash like you could in Super Smash Bros. Melee, Project M, but it's a lot easier to pull off. So essentially you can kind of slide on the ground back and forth, which can create some defensive and offensive opportunities for you to be able to get attacks off quicker or escape things that you wouldn't be able to do, or just simply confuse your opponent in the battle. There's ledge guarding. There's a lot of the same options that you saw in Super Smash Bros. The same type of fast-paced battles in Super Smash Bros. Melee. That's what Brawlout is trying to replicate. So if you ever wanted to get into came to Melee, but felt maybe your tech wasn't good enough or felt that it was a little bit too hard when it comes to playing the game, try out Brawlout on the Nintendo Switch, because wave dashing in there is a lot easier. You don't have to press the buttons all one after another. You can just press all three of them when it comes to wave dashing, 3 separate buttons, and bam, you'll just slide all over, hit the direction, and you'll be wave dashing in no time. They have a training mode in there. There's a lot of cool stuff. What do you guys think about all these different topics here when it comes to the Pokemon 2019 title, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's new content, and Yooka-Laylee coming to Brawlout? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you Ninja for the next video. Peace.